capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Right to the air. Here is Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Lions at 9-6 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a big no-no last time, a safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard loss there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Goff now looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Swift diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Chicago.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Trenton Gill now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again is Goff. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go with Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the...
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On first down, it's Herbert.
First down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. On the return is Pettis. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds it, and it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. Up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot before break here. Goff. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner. Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 57 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone, a scoop and Charles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Bears! Byron Pringle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Lions 33, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Lions take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a first and 10. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Goff. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Pettis on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 43-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
And the Bears first down.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by Montgomery. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
Touchdown! David Montgomery, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Gong.
Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Dancing to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon puts it off. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Play action. It's Herbert. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
Herbert throwing again. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Herbert now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Bears 20. Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. Room here to run. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. They got 29 yards that time.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Herbert back to the air.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
That's complete to Mooney.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Again, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Yeah, he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Herbert to throw.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Herbert going to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they take a knee. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Lions,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.